mom said, what do you want to be when you grow up, baby? I said, I want to be the monster, mommy. I coach football all levels, right? The little league, high school, whatever. So I've been at all levels. So what happens is, in little league, there's usually a separation of athletes before they start developing the skill. A lot of times you play kids from the quote unquote hood. They're a little more athletically inclined, a little more agile. They can do things just a little bit better than quote unquote kids in the suburbs. The reason why it's this is because while your kids in the suburbs are sitting around playing video games inside, playing Xbox, or hanging out with their friends inside watching TV, the kids from the quote unquote hood, they're outside playing tag. They're outside moving around. They're outside playing basketball. They're outside getting their little street scuffles every now and then. They're always outside doing something that requires a physical agility, a physical ability. So when you play with, so at a young age, before you start developing your skill, kids from the quote unquote hood are usually a little bit more talented athletically than the kids from the suburbs. Why? Because they're outside from, they don't have, a lot of times they don't have Xbox. A lot of times they don't have Wi-Fi. A lot of times they don't have their own phones. So what happens is they're outside doing more. So they're outside playing basketball till all hours of the night. They're outside throwing the football around. They're outside chasing each other, playing tag at a young age. If you drive through a neighborhood in the hood, you will see kids outside most of the time, all the time. If you drive through a neighborhood in a subdivision, you hardly see any kids outside. They're mostly sitting inside under the AC, playing Xbox at their friend's house, or at the house alone, or they're doing something indoors. Or their parents are driving them back and forth somewhere where they're performing indoors. So most of the time, the reason why the kids outside in the hood are a little more athletically inclined because they've been active their entire lives because they've had to be outside to play. That's what happens is in the hood, there's more things going outside than inside. So you're constantly going outside to see what the heck's going on, and while you're outside, you're engaged in activities. I said whether it's a little street scuffle, whether it is playing basketball, whether it is, say, throwing a baseball around, whether it is playing tag, playing red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. It's games that they're playing. I say we because that's the games I grew up on. Playing that's not inside, that's not stuck inside in playing video games. And that's why we're out there running around doing active stuff. Now what happens is as you develop and as you go through middle school and high school, parents from the suburbs start paying for trainers and start getting the kids athletically inclined. Then what happens is the talent that because from the hood we were born with, the skill level starts to catch up and will catch up to talent. Skill can catch up to talent, but talent and skill will always be superb. So what happens if you get a kid from the hood who only has talent, his talent will carry him so far. But if you get a kid who has skill behind it, who has somebody training him and pushing him and developing him, he'll catch up to the kid with talent. But if the kid with talent doesn't develop his talent into a skillful talent, then yes, he'll get caught up and sometimes he'll get passed by the kid with skill because talent can only carry you so far for a kid who doesn't have no talent. For a kid who has no talent, practices and works and hard, he can become skillful. He'll never be talented. He won't be talented because talented is something you're born with that's natural. Skillful is something you develop. So a skill can catch up to talent, but talent plus skill together is beautiful. It's something like perfection. That's what you see some kids in the NFL, dudes in the league, dudes playing baseball, basketball. When you see that talent like LeBron, he had a talent that he put that skill together and it became magic. Same thing with you could say Michael Jordan. Same thing you could say with Kobe Bryant. He had a talent and the skill together became magnificent. A lot of those one and done players you see that leave who were able to stretch their talent out into college and maybe 1 or 2 years of NFL and then the talent kind of fell off because they kind of fizzled out or they plateaued. That's pure talent. But again, to bring it back to the beginning of what I'm saying is that a lot of parents wonder why the kids from the quote unquote hood, when they start off especially in Little League up to about 12 or 13 years old, are so much faster and quicker and stronger and athletically inclined is because they start out playing tag, playing red light, green light, playing basketball, football. They're out in the streets all night playing ball until the street lights come on. That's how my mom was. Yo, when the street lights come on, you gotta come home. So that was me. So I understand. So you was outside doing stuff and active, and I thank God that I was. But the reason why that their talent peaks earlier is because they're outside doing stuff. Change your habits. Get your kids outside. Teach them games, red light, green light. Get them off the Xbox. Get them out running around. If not, hey, get your money up. Hit me up for a personal trainer. I'll pay to get your kid up, but yo, you can do it for free if you do it naturally. Live big to get big. Trying to educate you.